party. Yes.
It's that time. Get your whiskey. Please get your whiskey. Salute the real. It's that time. Please pour up for me. Pour up for me. Pour up for me. You should have your whiskey at this time. All right, here we go, guys. We are ready. And we should come up any moment now. And there we go. All right. Here we go. Hello, guys. I am your host of Salute the Real, Coach Brandon Cooper. And tonight, please pour up your whiskey one more time. Make sure you got your whiskey, guys. Get you a good cup. Get you a good cup, because we got a show tonight. It is. Hold on, this thing is a little loud. Let me see here. It's a little loud here. All right, we got a good show tonight, guys. Tonight I have with me a very special guest. I guess tonight he has received numerous awards and achievements as a senior level manager and entrepreneur. He is a strong family man, full of family ties that have led him to develop a strong passion for helping people and working with children. A mentor, a coach, a co-founder of Fast Academy, which helps young kids to prepare and receive scholarships. Co-host of the Locker Room podcast, sponsor of the Clash of Texas track meet, a father, a husband, and a friend to a lot of people, including the Cooper family. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Elmer Fisher. Yeah, Mr. Elmer Fisher. I gotta work on them introductions, but first of all, I want to say I'm glad to have you with us tonight, and I'm so excited because I know that having you here is gonna bring a lot of light to a lot of things that I've been talking about, that I have been called the instigator about, but having you here is going to bring a lot of understanding to these issues that, of course, you're going to explain from a whole nother level. So thank you for coming in and joining us tonight. Guys, real quick before you say something, please pull up. Get your whiskey.
Get your whiskey with it.
My man brought in, look what he brought in for me tonight. He brought in for us a drink, the Balvenie.
Yep.
Balvenie. I've been meaning to try this one. I actually been meaning to try this one. I hadn't yet, and this one is aged 14 years. So we drinking very good tonight. Thanks to the great Elmer Fisher. Yes.
Well, first and foremost, I just want to say thank you to the Cooper family to having me on, and then everybody that's out there listening. I think what's important is that one, we bring truth to everything that you all have been fighting for the last few years, to be able to set the actual level straight for Manor ISD, the community, and everybody that's in it. I think one of the other thing is really recognizing people that are fighting for your children and fighting for their betterment. So I wanted to come on tonight to ensure that we set the record straight and that we tell the truth about it all.
Gotcha. Well, hey, that's what we talking about. One more time. I'm so happy to have him here. All right. Let me. I need to make sure that somebody got a whiskey with me. I need to make sure somebody. Fisher got a cup. Lakeisha said, "Does Fisher have a cup?" He does have his cup.
I got a cup.
He does have his cup. We good to go here. And somebody does have that whiskey. Dallas. Shout out to you. Says I'm 2 sips in already. Hey, well I'm good. Mr. Fisher, I want to start with, first of all, guys, I want to let y'all know that Mr. Fisher is a former member of the Manor ISD school board. Yes, he is. He's a former member of the Manor ISD School Board. So a lot of the issues that I have been focused on and talking about, he knows them at a level that honestly none of us do. So we're going to slowly get into some of these things. It's gonna get deep tonight, guys. Y'all have no idea. I don't even have no idea yet. I ain't been able to go through all this stuff, but we're gonna take our time. Just brace yourself. Brace yourself and hang here with us. First of all, Ms. Fisher, I want to ask you, how long have you been in the Manor community?
I've been in the Manor community over 26 years.
26 years.
Yeah.
All right. And during that time that you've been in the Manor community, how long have you been working with youth in the Manor community?
Probably some 20 plus years.
20 plus years. All right.
Yeah.
And some of the things that you've been doing with youth.
So, we started, like I said, Fast Academy. That was one of the things that, as I came back home from college, and a group of my friends, we worked together, and we understood that, guess what, kids needed to get some exposure. So we created an actual academy that literally did skill training, but not only skill training, but it also allowed us to be able to get them in front of coaches and help them to get additional exposure. And so that's one of the things that we're really passionate about.
Right.
For many years, Athletics for Greater Manor Youth, Norman Cody started the organization. When I got here and moved to Manor, we were looking for a place for our oldest son to play. I had coached with Norman some literally like 5 years prior to us moving out here, and went to the Dollar General, pulled up, and they were signing up. And I seen Norman and was like, man, let's go. Let's be a part of it. So we started coaching Little League football. And we took from Little League football, they did soccer, and then we really morphed into basketball and made basketball just huge.
Right.
Absolutely huge. And so that was just a big passion to be able to give to our kids. One thing that we did recognize is that our kids here in Manor didn't have anywhere to play anything.
Yeah.
Because as you have talked about, guess what? There's no facilities out here. There's still no facilities out here.
Yeah.
So what we did is we worked with the district to be able to utilize their facilities and really start building a great product out there.
Right.
From that, where I pivoted to was understanding that there was a need academically.
Yes.
And so how can we come in and really help kids academically? We actually service a large population of socially, economically challenged children.
Right.
And so within that, I was like, where's the value add? And so the value add, I tell most people, the reason that I ran is because God called me to run and to literally fight for children. What me and my wife knew was that our kids were going to be okay and that they were going to have a great career. They were going to go to college. They would finish college and do the necessary things that they need. But the fight was not for my children.
I want to say real quick before we go too far. We're going to get there. I'm loving it. I want to go, when you started coaching and working with youth in the community, your son was also an active athlete in the community and for Manor ISD as well, right?
Absolutely. So my oldest son, Brandon, who is 26, he was in sports. He played sports. He came up through the Falcon organization, then moved to Decker Middle School. I think it was the second year Decker was open, played sports there, and then on to high school, graduated from Manor High. 6 years later, my baby boy, he's coming through. He goes through the Manor Falcons, goes to Manor ISD as well, plays basketball, and gets a scholarship to play basketball collegiately. So we've been here for years, and they've been through the system. So it goes back to the fact that one thing we talked about, and I was just stating, was it wasn't for them.
Right.
It was literally for the other kids, although that they were a part of it.
Shout out to them. Shout out to them. Beautiful thing. Did your kids end up going on through the ISD system and getting a scholarship?
So my oldest son went through the ISD system. and he did not get a scholarship. However, he went to North Texas and graduated from North Texas.
Yeah, hey, yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
So the greatest part of that was, and speaking with my son, my oldest son, Brandon, the first time in his life he didn't have to play sports. He was able to concentrate on just academics.
Absolutely.
And he goes to school and he plays. I mean, and he goes to school and he goes 4 years in and out and gets it done.
Gotcha.
Comes back and is a productive citizen and doing great things.
But he did come up in the programs that y'all had in the community.
Absolutely.
As a young athlete himself.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yeah. We're going somewhere with this. I promise you, I'm going somewhere with it. All right, here we go. All right, and then your younger son.
Yeah.
He also Blake, the great Blake. The great Blake was a hooper that I got to see him some in high school. Did he also start at a young age?
He started at a young age and came through. Same thing. Manor Falcons, all the way through elementary, playing for Manor Falcons to Decker Middle School, Manor ISD, early college.
Right.
We took that benefit of early college, and he got a scholarship to play at St. Mary's University.
Oh man! Shout out to the Blake. All right. So with that being said, Mr. Fisher, your family was deep in their academics. They were involved in youth athletics. Blake ended up going on to college to continue his career with academics, and so did Brandon. But Blake ended up going on to also continue with academics as well as athletics with basketball.
Absolutely.
And now, after those times, you ended up going on to also join or run for a seat on the Manor ISD board.
Absolutely. So I served 9 years.
9 years. Come on now. We're gonna have a lot of hand claps tonight because we got a real one tonight. All right. Here we go.
So 9 years on the board. Served as board president as well. And like I said, at that point, just a big need. And so when we got there, we understood what some of the actual challenges were, and then we're ready to roll. And I ain't gonna spoil it because I'm gonna let you.
Yeah. Oh, we're gonna get there. Shout out from Chanel to Elmer Fisher for being JT's first football coach and taught him education, great opportunity. Awesome. JT is now going on to the Air Force.
He's at the Air Force.
He's at the Air Force scholarship, and he was valedictorian of Manor ISD in his senior year. So shout out to JT.
So one of the biggest things I think that the motto for that youth league, Athletics for Greater Manor Youth, is what Chanel just talked about. It was education creates opportunities.
Oh yeah. Shit. Come on now.
And so with that, what we're instituting and telling kids is simply this piece, is that you want to have options.
Yes.
We don't want you just to have one single road to travel.
All your eggs in one basket. Yeah.
We want options.
Yeah.
So education creates opportunities.
Absolutely.
And now, guess what? I'm not saying that everybody has to go to college.
Yeah.
I'm saying that education can take you down a trade path.
Gotcha.
But what that does is create opportunities for you.
Yeah. Gotcha. Salute. Tell me this. For us out here, for us small people out here that do not quite understand, because you did like you said, get a seat on the board, and you served on that board for 9 years. You said?
Yes, sir.
9 years. Give us an idea for the layman man like myself. Give us an idea of what is a school board and what are their duties.
So it's real simple. So the school board is literally 7 members in some cases. In other cases, it could be more, just depending on the size of the district. But as a trustee, you are an elected official, and you're normally a team of 7. They'll normally call it a team of 8 with the superintendent.
Okay.
With that, the board's primary responsibility is to build policy, and also the only report that the board has is the superintendent. So you advise the superintendent what he or she should be doing and being able to create policy for them to act upon to build a thriving school district.
So a board member is not in charge of or does not give instructions to, say, a principal,
No,
a secretary,
no,
a cabinet member.
no.
Okay, a coach,
A coach, you mean?
any kind of coach.
No,
No, okay. They're not supposed to tell them what to do at all.
no.
They only are in charge of the superintendent.
That's
Okay,
it.
okay. We just want to get that out there. All right. So with that being said, all right, here we go. All right. During your 9 years on the board, what were some of the difficulties that you felt like Manor ISD was dealing with that kept them from getting to levels that you may have wanted to see them get to?
Well, I think.
I know that's a very broad question.
Right.
I know, but just some of the main things like that you feel like you were
So
dealing
I
with.
think one of the things that you got to look at and you got to kind of really understand is that one, you want to look at academia,
Yeah.
right? What type of academics are your children receiving?
Right.
And at that point, Manor was underachieving. We had certain schools that back then, if you all can remember, were blue ribbon schools.
Yeah.
So we had a few. The very first blue ribbon school, believe it or not, was right here at Blue Bonnet Elementary.
Oh.
And so it was a blue ribbon school for many years. And then there were other schools that became blue ribbon schools, but the vast majority of them were underperforming.
Right.
So how is it that, one, you can get these underperforming schools to performing so that your kids can get a grade A education? So that was a big focus and has always been a challenge, because prior to me on the board, there were other people that sat on the board that were about their value add and not about the children. And so,
Wait a minute now. Oh, wait a minute now. Can you say that again? There were people on the board that was about what?
their value add,
The value add,
about themselves,
and not about
the children.
the children.
So I think that one thing that you got to understand is that Manor high school's education has been suppressed for probably 15 plus years.
Wow.
And so now it has always been in catch-up mode,
Yeah.
right? And now that you're in catch-up mode, we've been talking about the same things. We've been talking about high teacher turnover rate.
Yeah.
And so we've been talking about now, as of late, you're hearing some trustees that
How's our teacher pay here?
your teacher pay is actually pretty good.
Okay.
The problem is the district will not be able to keep up with other districts as they increase teachers' pay, because there's not enough dollars out there. And I'm sure we're going to get to that. And we're going to talk about the actual data and the problem that's out there and the reason that they're asking what they're asking.
Yeah.
So like I said, I'm not going to get.
It's all good.
I'm gonna let you.
It's all good. Yeah.
So I think when we look at it, we've got to be completely clear that Manor is predominantly, when you look at it, black and brown students.
Yeah.
And like I said, when you look at a very high challenging, social, economically challenged child,
Right.
then what you get to is a child that struggles, that necessarily may be going home and not have a bed to sleep, may not have food to eat. So how do you create situations as far as facilities to where they want to come to school, you're able to feed them every day? So we used to have things to where they could get a lunch and take lunch, or I should say take food home so that they would have something to eat. So those were the type of things that we were vested in, so that, guess what, they wouldn't.
When you say we, was that the school board that came up with that?
The school board actually approved that for the superintendent to do that. We had great people at that time that were doing actual food raises, right? So that food pantries. There was one at Decker that was large and that was great.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So when Lord, I see some questions that are coming up there, getting straight to it.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go. Let's get straight on to it. Then here we go. Here we go. I was coming.
So you gonna pick up that win?
I was coming. I was trying to hold on. I was gonna get there, but here we go. Some people say that there's been word that has come from other members of the school board while you were there. They say Elmer Fisher is the reason that TEA before you explain it, like tell us about TEA and what TEA is, but he is the reason why TEA is currently in Manor ISD, dealing with Manor ISD at this time, overseeing Manor ISD. Is that true, and if so, why?
Well, so great question.
I was coming to it, but I was told that it was time. We ain't gonna waste no time.
So one thing that I want to definitely discuss is TEA is Texas Education Agency. Mm-hmm. They're kind of a state ran governed agency that actually regulates things that are being done in school districts. I'm going to say it's two parts. So we had a trustee, Mr. Sam Samaripa, and we've consistently have heard this name, right? That filed a grievance.
Yes, Lord.
Filed a grievance that stated that I abused my power because I asked for an actual audit. I signed an actual audit to be audited without the board approving it. So TEA came in and said that that we did not change the language in the motion that was made so that it was not a legitimate audit. So as you can see, I know that your viewers and people that are out there in Manor will always say, show me the proof. So I want to make sure that I came with proof.
The proof, here we go.
So
here we go.
If you look, and this is information that any of you all can do a PIR report to Manor ISD, but we're going to also publish this as well. These are board meeting notes. And so what you'll find out is on Monday, October 29th, 2018, action item 3B, it says constraints and constraints for progress measures. There was progress measures that they were trying to put in place. And before they were trying to put them in place, we actually said we will accept those constraints, but only, and you'll see there where it says Fisher made a motion.
Yes, I can read it. Well, let me read it so they don't think it's a lie. Fisher made a motion to accept the constraints with the support of the Gibson audit, seconded by Velasco. What does that mean?
So a motion has got to be made, and then there's someone that's got to second it.
Yep.
In order.
Velasco was a member also, right?
He was a trustee.
Yeah.
So then it has to be seconded in order for us to vote. So then what you see right underneath that, it says
motion carried 5-0.
Yeah.
Motion carried 5-0. So what? Correct me if I'm wrong, but that means 5 agreed.
5 agreed.
0
against.
Okay.
Okay.
Explain that to me.
Okay. So that means that it passed unanimously.
Unanimously. Nobody voted against it.
Nobody voted against it because the other two people weren't there.
Okay.
So John Jonesy and Monique Celadon was not there for that meeting.
Okay.
So there was 5 that were there that voted for it.
Right.
Okay. So moving forward. The reason that we were asking for that audit was simply because we had gotten wind that we were getting false information from our superintendent. So that is a problem and a red flag if you're getting false information from your superintendent.
And the superintendent at that time was who?
Dr. Royce Avery.
Here we go.
I'm gonna have to
Here we go.
that one.
Here we go. Y'all might want to pull up again.
So
you might want to pull up again.
So Mr. Sam Samaripa files a grievance and states that one, that that the board didn't approve it. So
Right.
TEA comes in and says that this should have been written different, right? Now I want to tell you all that I got recording
Uh-oh.
of the superintendent,
Receipts.
saying we changed the numbers. So when a superintendent, when you're given this information, and you clearly hear a superintendent saying we changed the numbers,
Oh, Lord.
why would you not want an audit?
Try it.
Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord.
Why would you not want an
You
audit?
got to get one, right?
You got it,
Unless you involved.
unless you're involved, right? So
That's what I would think.
yeah, so
That's the only reason you would want
right.
it.
So Mr. Samaripa filed a grievance that the Gibson audit was never acceptable because it wasn't voted on. And so I go back to the fact of, if we know that we get, like I said once again, I have it. The way he clearly states, we changed the numbers, guys.
Please proceed, sir.
Let me see here. Is it on?
Please proceed.
Let me see if it's on.
Does that thingamajig work right there?
Yeah, that thing works. Let me cut it off.
Uh-oh.
Let me cut it off.
Uh-oh. Get your whiskey while he cutting it off. Get your whiskey. I told y'all it was going down.
Well, one thing for sure is I'm not gonna waste nobody's time
Please don't.
because my time is valuable.
Yes, it is.
Other people's times are valuable, and everybody talks about receipts. If I come on and I'm talking about it, I'm gonna have receipts. So that's.
But I just want your perspective. So bad I had things I don't want to make reports. But Jeff, I'm glad that you gave that. I would have been like, we were anyway. I just want y'all to know, dude. I just say it. Here's the thing, guys, for me. We don't have to do whatever they want to do anyway. Correct. Right? We did middleman. Which because we moved those numbers a little bit in that one thing. So
Ooh. Do we need to play a game?
I heard it. Hold on, say that again. They might.
history and the team with the past and because I'm trying to use that blame as a stick. Because of that, we need to because you guys didn't say anything, right? They didn't know you were okay. Yeah. But I just wanted your perspective so bad I had things I don't want to make reports. I'm glad you gave that. I would have been like, we were anyway. I just want y'all to know, dude. I just say it. Here's the thing, guys, for me. We're gonna have to do whatever they want to do anyway. Correct. I mean, which because we moved those numbers a little bit in that one thing. So let it be. No big freaking deal. We took the same amount of money. No, explain. Right, we took the same amount of money, but we projected on what was going to be spent this year.
Wait a minute. Okay, and Dakota Rucker is saying that is Royce Avery's voice. Definitely.
So I'm just telling y'all, you're gonna get pissed off when you bring the shit up.
Well, they say they gonna get pissed off when you bring the shit up.
When you bring the shit back. Yeah. So we'll get it uploaded.
So please help us to understand when they say they move the numbers. What are they saying? Let's just be straight up.
So the board was asking for financial numbers and how they were allocated per school, if there was enough money. And so what they did was they were shifting what they were bringing to the board as far as dollars that they were allocating. So my thing is when you have a superintendent that and people on the cabinet that are bringing faulty numbers, this is what I can say about the board, is that the board is only as good as the information that the superintendent and the cabinet will give.
Oh, hold on. Y'all gotta hear that again. Please say that one more time. Please say that one more time. The board is only as good as the information that the superintendent and the cabinet are willing to give.
Absolutely. Because guess what? We don't operate in the day-to-day. What trustees do is we get information, we speak with the superintendent, we may speak with cabinet members, HR, whatever the case may be, to get a general understanding, because we're voting on the actual funding, how funding is going to go. We're going to pass budget for that year. And if you don't have the factual information, then how can you make a sound decision for those children,
Right.
for those teachers? Guess what? When we're talking about a budget, we're talking about a multi-million-dollar budget
Yeah. Yeah.
that has to do with everything within those schools. We're talking to the sum of $60 million.
Yeah.
So, when we talk about receipts, like I said, I will bring complete receipts. Here's financials that we had, and I can tell you,
Go ahead. Go
in
ahead.
2012, 2013,
Do your thing, brother. I am listening. Do your thing.
let me go here so I can look at what fund balance was back then, which was great, because fund balance back then, let me find it here. Fund balance literally had $16 million in it. Okay. Then as we progress, and then let's get to 20. Let's get to 2018, 2019, 2020, kind of Royce Avery's kind of piece. Then what you notice is that fund balance now is going down drastically by $5 million, $4 million. And now you can see this changes in fund balance. I want you to see.
Yeah.
And we can take pictures and post this as well.
I'm looking at it, guys.
So
I'm looking at it.
to where it's decreasing.
Why is it decreasing?
It's decreasing because numbers are not right, and so in order for a district to operate, the fund balance, if it's healthy, you can pull information from here. Money from here and there. But that's not what a fund balance is really intended for. Fund balance is intended to grow. There's some school districts that build schools with fund balance. Now, TEA actually regulates and states that you should have at least 3 months of 3 months in fund balance healthy, so that if anything happens, you can dip into that for operations or anything of that nature to keep you afloat.
Right.
Now, so here's the other thing that I'm going to tell y'all tonight is go in, do a PIR request, and ask what your fund balance is today. You are probably going to be very surprised.
Surprised because it's lower?
Oh, it's definitely going to be lower.
Is it because the numbers are not right, or because that's what it really is?
So let's be quite candid, and so let's go ahead and go down the street. So first, what we need to do is I want to go back and I want to pivot to the question that was asked. Am I the reason that TEA is here?
Yeah.
So if you want to say that because we did not change the language, and I signed off for the Gibson audit report that clearly found that numbers had been changed.
Right.
Then
Yes.
I'm the reason
You're the one
that TEA was here.
Yeah.
Because one thing I can tell you is I'm a taxpayer, viewers, y'all are taxpayers,
Right.
and you don't want somebody messing off your money. And the other thing is messing off your money for your kids.
They're asking for more of it now too.
They are asking for more money. And we're gonna go down.
Yeah.
So now what we want to do is that we want to talk about TEA coming after the fact. There was some funny dealings in that mess. We got a video queued up to where I think it was a news outlet that did a piece that talked about the superintendent moving numbers. The audit finds the findings of numbers being moved. Like I said, I'm gonna bring receipts. I want you all to understand Why we do what we do.
Right. Right.
So that's a video that Ms. Cooper, whenever you want to play it, you can play it so we can show it to them. Uh-oh. Okay, so it's no sound right now, but what you can do is you can go on to YouTube and you can go to Manor ISD School Board and you can look up Dr. Royce Avery or Board Trustees Unilateral Decision, and that is going to come up. What you're going to do is you're going to find out in that video that was being shown is that it clearly states that there were findings from the Gibson audit report.
Right.
That one, we passed, right?
5-0.
But Mr. Samaripa said that it was not passed accordingly, and so he filed a grievance, and that's the reason that TEA is here. So TEA comes in, they do this big investigation, we all go in one by one, and then they say, okay, guess what, there's some things that Manor needs to work on. However, there were no wrong findings on me.
Right.
None.
Right.
None. So if you want to say that I am wrong for pushing the Gibson audit, and that's the reason that TEA is here, I'm gonna follow.
You'll take that.
I'm gonna follow that sword every time for our kids.
Hey, but you can do it for the right reason.
For the right reason.
Right. Right.
But now, guess what? We got some trustees that are running.
Right.
Mr. Jamie Mathias.
Oh, come on, Jamie Mathias.
That
Here we go. Here we go.
Let's bear down, more manageable.
that don't know me,
Don't know you.
has never met me,
Never met you.
has never called me.
Never called him.
I'm on his page because when you call me out,
Yeah.
make sure you got your stuff together.
What did he say to you? What did he say about you?
Well, what he said was, yikes.
Yikes.
These are the type of people that we have running our school board. And so then he turns to, this is why TEA is here. So what you're telling me is, one, either you didn't do enough due diligence, or you are one of those three that would be fined with not having an audit done to make sure that our kids are secure, that their dollars are secure.
Last I checked, he had some problems with some money over in Austin ISD too.
Well, he got problems.
Yeah.
But
I'm gonna get to him. You ain't gotta worry about him. We'll get to him. But go ahead.
he ain't gonna point to that.
Yeah, of course.
And then so, we got Mr. Sam Samaripa that's filing all these grievances. Literally,
He real good at that, ain't he?
he does.
He love doing that,
And
don't
so what it is, it's a detractor
Yeah.
for people to be able to do their business,
Right.
to be able to really help these children.
Yeah.
So as we come down Samaripa Street,
Samaripa Street.
got him next. We'll pop him at another time coming down.
Who is
To
that
where-
there?
Oh, well, this is just my phone popping up.
Oh, okay,
I'm
okay.
saying we got recordings of him as well. Where he filed grievances and he had a problem. Remember, we were talking about athletics for Greater Manor Youth.
Right.
So there are board meetings to where you could go up and pull minutes to where the guy was so worried about me and my affiliation with athletics for Greater Manor Youth, helping kids.
What was he thinking? What was he saying about
Oh, well, you know what? The youth organization is not paying dollars for the use of their facilities. And I'm told that there are a bad organization and they do bad things. And I got that on tape. Then I come back and I say, well, we're not a bad organization. He says, I never said that. Well, furthermore, then I hand a receipt, because he said we never paid anything. I hand a receipt to them in this mediation of this grievance process that shows that the district owes the organization money.
Drugs!
And I can bring receipts.
Come on, man.
So
What is his thing with organizations in the community? Because I started this out with talking with you about your kids and how you were involved and your kids were involved in organizations that have thrived with youth sports in the beginning and come up and become great citizens. So I did that for a reason.
well, so what the problem is it goes to show you that the importance of people are not about the kids. It's about, he's worried about an individual.
Yeah.
He's worried about me. He's worried about not what the organization is doing to help kids, but he's worried about me. So you would much rather destroy kids and what they work and how they work or how they practice because you're trying to get at an individual.
Yeah.
And so guess what? The same thing that happened to you all.
Yeah.
They were so intrigued and distraught about the amount of money that you all had generated to where they wanted to hurt kids.
Did you hear about our situation, by the way?
I sat in the room
Yeah.
with your situation.
How did it come up? Did it ever come up in the room, actually?
It came up in the room.
What? How did it come up? Please.
So what happened was y'all had an event.
Yes.
There were board members that
Clash of Texas, by the way. Clash of Texas. Shout out to it.
There were people that seen the amount of people that y'all had there. They figured out what you charged and they thought that you all made this massive amount of money. And so from that standpoint, they go back and they say, well, guess what? Y'all should have paid more. Or whatever the case may be.
Did we or did we not pay the amount that we was instructed
You
to pay?
did. The problem is that once again, think about the Cerners of the world. You don't care about children that you're serving.
Right.
You care about what somebody else could potentially be making. You need to worry about your own pockets.
Ooh.
You don't need to worry about anybody else's pockets. One thing I can truly tell you, I'll talk about Cerner and I'll tell you right now. Ask her how much money she's given to any organization.
Ooh. Well, then who we talking about with Cerner? Who we talking about? What's that first name?
Janie.
The Black Widow. Janie. Miss Janie Guerrero Cerner.
So
the Black Widow. Go ahead, sir.
I can tell you, and I normally don't do this because I do my stuff in silence.
Yeah.
I have given this district more money than you could probably imagine.
No, not me. Not me.
And I'm not talking about $5,000 or $10,000. I'm talking more than that to where I've given my money. I bought things for certain clubs, whether it was band, whether it was cheer, whatever the case may be. Ask them how much money they gave. Are kids really important? But when you're sitting on the seat and you're making decisions, guess what?
Yeah.
These things are important in the community that you live in. So I'm telling you people that are getting out there, getting ready to vote, guess what? That lady don't have a sign out there because she's saying that she's going to win without even campaigning.
She don't campaign at all, do she? I have not seen her name nowhere.
No, she not. Here's the other thing. I can tell you right now,
how is she pulling that off?
because people are going to vote for the last name.
Wow.
We just got to call it what it is. They're going to vote for the last name.
Wow.
So this is what I've been asking for. I would love to see a debate with Stacey Howard that is running in her place, which is very educated, against Cerner. Just those two in a debate. I'll set the place. You can pick the mediator, and then we'll go to this. You can go to this place, and we'll house it live.
One moment.
And now, for the thousands in attendance
Take time to get a drink.
and the millions watching around the world.
Take your time. Take your time.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
Yeah. Let them rumble. Let's go.
So
For the
we'll house it
thousands in
live,
attendance
and what you all
and the
will find
millions
out
watching around
is
the world.
what type of value
Ladies and gentlemen,
that person brings.
let's get ready to rumble.
So, not campaigning. Feels like y'all gonna go out there and y'all gonna vote. You're gonna put her back in. Now she's been exposed as to going to these trainings and not bringing anything back. Now I can tell you, we can add.
Do she even talk?
Oh, sure.
I've never even seen Janie talk.
She talks.
Anything good come out of that?
She, you know what, man? I'll be honest. The lady has never, that I know, has never said anything bad my way. I've heard of stuff that she's done
Yeah.
toward other people. Her demeanor is not that of great stature.
Yeah.
So what I will tell you is simply this. If you sit down and you ask her about things in the district, what you're going to find out is that she doesn't know a lot. And that is scary for the amount of time.
For the amount of time she's put on
had
there.
that
How
board.
much time has she had on there that you know of?
It's 8 years.
7, 8 years, something
Yeah,
like
7,
that.
8 years.
That's what I think too. Dakota Rucker says the widow tried to have administrators fired for laughing at her during a board meeting. She had human resources go and watch footage from the meeting to identify who was laughing at her when she spoke.
So my question is, because that's overstepping, why didn't her partner Sam file a grievance when that happened? That's my question. Now, guess what? It is not by any coincidence that you see these three on this card.
Oh Lord.
That is Matthias.
Matthias.
That is
Samaripa. Samaripa.
Jake.
Yes.
Now, guess what? I've given you a list of minutes, and every single time that Sam makes a motion, who is the second on that, on these pieces of paper? Sir?
Sir. Janie Guerrero. Guerrero. Janie Guerrero.
So, guys, we're going to touch them all. And so, within that, know what you're doing. Know who you're voting for. Know why it's important.
Oh, Chanel said Janie stays on the board because she can't win constable.
Try
I heard they didn't want no parts of her at that constable office. No parts. They said they couldn't wait, but when they got rid of her, they were grateful. Who is this? Who is this here? I want to know what is going on, what is going to be done with all the kids that need to retest in English 1, algebra, and I believe science in order to graduate this year. What funding is going to be used to make sure these babies make it? Wow. So that's a real question.
Great question.
Good question.
Ms. Purnell. So here is what I've got to tell you all. Is one, we've got to start advocating for our kids.
Yeah.
One thing that I was dismayed about in the 9 years of sitting on the board is the amount of parent participation in the boardroom.
Yeah.
The board is able to hear your views because you can go up there, you can sign up to speak. Yeah. And you can literally, that's a question that needs to be asked to the
during the board meeting.
Yeah, to the 7 seating members, and then a follow-up that needs to be done with the superintendent that should be held accountable, that should be holding his academic people accountable to make sure that those kids they're receiving the proper funding. Now, guess what? You may find out that the district doesn't have enough allocated funds to be able to do some of those things. So ultimately, your kids could suffer. We just got to really be honest as to where they are, right? So get to the board meeting and literally tell them what your concerns are and apply pressure. Remember, the people that are on the board are elected by you.
Right.
And if they're not doing their job, get them out. Which I'm telling you is, we've got 3 candidates that we're backing. 3. We're backing Patrick Patterson that's running against Janie Matthias. Educator.
Yeah.
we're backing Dr. Caitlin Lowry that is running against Sam Marie.
Somebody that shouldn't even be able to run no more.
Yeah, absolutely.
My opinion.
So, and then third, you got Stacey Howard that is running against Jamie Cerner. All three of these people are educators that understand where the gaps are.
Right.
So why would we not push and make sure that we get people out to vote to try to make a change for our children? Now, guess what? I don't have a dog in the hunt anymore.
Yeah.
I'm fighting because I believe that every kid.
By the way.
Yeah.
Literally. My baby's on to college. His is in college.
Yeah.
We done. Our babies are done. I do have my little ones though that I coach, but my baby that came from my wife, she's gone. You know, but but why are you fighting though now? Tell them why you fighting, because I'm sure we're on the same page with you.
Well, so I'm fighting to make sure that three people do not get, one, stay in office, two, get in office, so that one, you find out that a district goes backwards. What we cannot do is allow people to sit in the seats that are not going to be a value add to students, not to self.
Yes.
You know, so once again, I'm gonna hold this up because these three folk, right here, it's amazing how they tied themselves to each other. Now, Matthias states that he never knew Sam until the the PAC, the Texas Coalition for Change, backed those three candidates that I just talked about. So
hold on real quick before you go there.
A bullshit.
We know this. We know Bill.
So now, what I'm gonna tell you is simply this. So we're gonna start tracking some stuff.
Yeah, here we go.
Right?
Here we go.
So one, we know that Jamie and Sam been knowing each other for at least 8 years. Okay, 8 years, because she's been on the board 8.
Right.
Sam says he's been on the board for 14.
Jesus.
Oh, well, he had been served for 14 is what he said.
Jesus.
So those two know each other. If you go to Jamie Matthias' site of his place of work of where he started, you're going to find Jamie Cerner as a member of his organization. So and she didn't just become a member.
Right.
She's been a member for over a year. So if she is a member of his organization,
Come on now.
how can you not?
Come on, how can you not know him?
Sam.
You been knowing him. Big liar.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Try it.
So we just gonna call it that.
Big liar.
The other thing is that Matthias, I'm simply this. If you're gonna tell people that you call me, make sure you call me.
Come on now.
I'm simply this, man. I am 6'2", 290 pounds.
Can't miss him.
I ain't hard to find. I ain't hard to find at all. So people that know me know simply that I don't deal in BS and I don't put up with BS. I'm about my business.
Right.
So if you say you call me, call me. If you say you talk to me, come talk to me. If you're going to put my name on stuff, know why you're going to say yikes to the machine,
Yeah.
or whatever the case may be. Guess what, y'all? As you all are out there listening, and once I'm telling, because I'm really harping on this vote, this is critical. It is very critical. You got a guy that is worried about me. He tagged me today. For what reason, I don't know.
That's all right. I'm coming for him.
He tagged me
He ain't
today.
got nothing to worry about. He gonna get all he wants.
So he tagged me today for what on Facebook well, maybe what it is to get publicity so people will go to his page.
Yeah.
So don't go to his
Don't go to his page. Don't
page.
respond
Yeah.
to any of those comments that he puts out there, guys.
Yeah.
Because all it does is get the algorithm going. Don't respond to any of that trash that he puts out there.
Yeah, so, if you worried about me, I'm not running. I'm not running. Guess what? There are people that are part of the machine, they're not running.
Right.
So why are you fixated with me and the machine?
Fear. I can answer it. Fear. He's afraid of the machine. I can answer it. We got another one here, though. Mr. Official. This looks like another set of meetings. Minutes from a meeting. Looks like on or about August 28th of 2019.
You sure you want to go there for
Yeah! Oh, the price is right tonight. The price is right. Yeah. Yes, we want to go here. During this particular board meeting, what are we looking at here, Mr. Fisher?
But let's go back and let's tie it all together.
Okay, here we go. Let's tie it all together.
Kind of like one of those movies that's setting up to.
Yeah, setting up. You got a whole plot together, bring it all together at the end. Yeah, I got you. Bring it together.
So remember, yikes, TEA. Elmer is the reason that the TEA is here. So I want to make sure that we go ahead and we get that out tonight.
Yeah.
So that everybody can say, once again, if you want to say TEA is here because Elmer approved a Gibson audit that clearly had findings of money, let me back up, of financing being changed.
Yes.
Right?
And we brought receipts.
We have receipts tonight. And we're going to post receipts.
Yeah.
And we're going to post receipts. And we got recorders. And like I said, I ain't done yet. So some of y'all that was on the board that's been saying some stuff, just know. I can go at any time.
That boy got a detective recorder.
So the other piece to that is you got a guy that told the board that not a guy. Let me be specific. Your superintendent, that gave the board wrong numbers.
Right.
Gibson audit.
And said it out loud.
And said it right here.
Yeah.
And guys, this came from people that were in the room with him.
Right.
That were afraid because of what he was doing, lying. I wasn't in the room. This was executive cabinet. This is him and his officers. They brought this to people to say, guess what? We are afraid as to what the superintendent is presenting to you, and furthermore asking us to present.
Yes.
And so we get this. It even affirms why we should have an audit, right?
Yeah.
So we got misnumbers. We've got a finding that states the Gibson audit that states that one, the finances were wrong.
Yeah,
right?
Absolutely.
Now, guess what? Because
Now, hold on. Now, before we go to here, Dakota Rucker just made a good comment. He just said, save it for the second podcast. Don't reveal it all tonight. Slow dripping. Now, that's totally up to you, but there's some good stuff right here. I'll kill him dead now. Yeah, let's go. Dakota, we're going to eat him tonight. We don't waited long enough for this.
Oh, Dakota, trust me. This phone right here has a lot.
Ooh, hold on. Go ahead. Let's talk about this one. August 28, 2019.
Yeah. So, but hold on. Before we go there.
Okay.
Because I want to make sure that we put it all together now.
Okay.
Now, guess what? After all of this happens, Avery leaves, right? He's gone. Well, no. Let's do this. Before he leaves, this is meetings of a board. Once again, don't bring your receipts because all y'all asked for receipts, so we want to make sure we bring it. Right? So this was a special call board meeting, August 28th of 2019.
Yes.
Now remember, there were findings
Yeah.
that the Gibson audit found, and to be true, that a superintendent is giving you misinformation.
Right.
Misinformation.
Right.
Financial information.
Yep. We got it on record.
August 28, 2019. I even got it highlighted. Guess what?
Yep. I see it. Here we go.
Possible action regarding superintendent's contract, including approving an extension of the superintendent's contract accompanied with an incentive for consistent, notable improvement in achievement results. Requested by Janie Cerna and Matilda Samaripa Jr.
Yep. I'm looking at it.
So, you have lied to the board regarding finances, and they want to extend his contract and give him a raise.
Wow. Hold on.
A bullshit?
Hold on. Don't say no.
A bullshit? A bullshit.
Okay. Okay, hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on. Do y'all know? Did y'all just hear what this man read? This man said, hold on, because I catch on slow. It takes me a moment. I tell my people all the time. This is saying creation of chief academic schools officer position.
That was the first one. Go right
Oh, okay, go ahead.
to B.
B. Possible actions regarding superintendent's contract, including approving an extension of the superintendent's contract accompanied with an incentive for consistent, notable improvement in achievement results. Extension of superintendent. So this first board meeting was this one that we had the notes that we read that basically talked about.
October 29th.
This one was October 29th, 2018. Here we go in August 28th, 2019. And after it's understood from here, we got proof. Because you got to have video and words these days. People word ain't nothing no more. So he got words. He got to record it. After that, the names are here, guys. This right here, requested by Janie Cerna and Matilda Samaripa Jr. Hold on, now. You got to give me one moment. Now. All the goddamn time I told y'all it was coming. I told y'all how many times that these people have been doing foul stuff all that time, and I said there's information, guys, out there that could not come out, that wasn't going to come out right, even if it did come out from me. We have heard some of these things. We didn't hear it like this. I ain't gonna lie. We didn't hear it like this. This was more so stuff I had heard from individuals who were complaining about the treatment of employees. Now we're talking about your money. That same stuff that we were talking about yesterday. The money. Now we're talking about the money. And even after it was understood that this man had doctored on the numbers. He had manipulated the numbers. Matilda Samaripa and the legendary Black Widow, Janie Guerrero. For you people in Manor people that always say y'all are negative, that always say y'all are saying things all the time about these people. They didn't do nothing. It wasn't their fault. Is it their fault now? It's the notes. These are the notes. The notes are here, guys. These notes came from minutes of the school board.
So can I say?
I had to get that out.
Yeah,
I had to get that out.
no, that's
I had to get that out.
So what I clearly want to say, so people talk about how are they benefiting. I don't know if they benefited or if they didn't, right? But
I know what I see now.
What I do know is this, is that misinformation with wrong people in charge affects the education of our children.
Absolutely.
And that's simple put. So guess what? There may not be a benefit in it for them, but what I do know that the misinformation from leadership hurts your kid. So what I do know is I want my kid to get everything they possibly can. So guess what? When you get misinformation and things are a trickle-down effect, then that's why they're asking for additional dollars. That's why the Prop A, the later, is being asked for because the district needs the money.
It really does need the money.
It needs the money.
It really does need the money. I know they need the money.
Well, I'm going to come back and I'm going to tell you one more piece that happened after Dr. Royce Avery leaves, the superintendent leaves, Dr. Spencer comes in.
Here we go.
A new CFO comes in.
Shout out to Dr. Spencer.
The new CFO comes in. They do, which is smart CFOs will do an audit of the books and everything that has happened. The board finds out that $10 million had been moved. $10 million had been moved to a Frontier Bank right there in Manor that the board never authorized for it to be moved. $10 million. Now, here's some stuff because Sam will probably hop on and all that stuff. Now, I ain't saying that he's guilty, or anything like that, because he split up. But his name, some kind of way, was one of the signers on the account.
Oh, toast. How is this man still in here? How is this happening?
So,
oh, Lord have mercy. Hey, man. Hey, it's too much. It's too much. You gotta let them pull up out stuff like that. You gotta let them pull up. Goddamn. They need to just think this. You gotta give them a moment to just. Goddamn. I knew I was gonna let you just have it tonight, but just give me a moment to let them just process what you just said.
So now he fought it and said that he didn't know that how his name got on there, and that could be true.
Jesus Christ.
But once again, only thing I'm saying is, why are you fighting for a person that is giving you that is giving you misinformation as a board?
Jesus Christ. Nah, this is serious, guys. This is no joke. $10 million.
Yeah. Now, the district got all the money back. Which is crazy. But think about if the audit is never done.
Right.
Think about if you don't have a great CFO
Right.
that uncovers this and then comes back
Yeah.
and says, "Hey, this is crazy."
Mark makes a good point. The interest on $10 million is good money.
Well, so that's a great question. So what we should find out is the money in which was given to the bank.
How long did they have that money?
I don't know. I can't remember what was stated.
Jesus.
Now, what I can state is this: is that one, we probably need to do a request, find out the actual dates, a PIR request, and find out if if they only received just the money back or if they received the money with interest. So great question.
That's a hell of a question, Mark. Shout out to Mark. Shout out. That's a hell of a question right there because he's right. Interest on $10 million. Oh, that's some money. That's some money.
So, with that, once again, I'm gonna put these three people up once again.
Oh my God!
Yikes!
Yeah, yikes! You ain't lying. No, I got one for them.
Try it.
That's what they are. It's right in your face. It's right in your face. God, this man is telling you.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to simply tell you guys this.
Golly.
You go to the polls, and there's going to be a large turnout. Don't go and just vote for a last name. Go and vote for qualified candidates that are going to do the right things for your children.
Yeah.
Remember, what I talked about was value add. Value add. Now, if I can continue to throw some salt onto this wound to get people really digging, because my deal is, if you're going to dig TEA and you're going to come, let's look at all the stuff. Let's look at all the stuff. You know, once again, two people that are part. Let's see here. If you go to Manor Education Foundation, Sam Samaripa is on the board of the Manor Education Foundation. Y'all can Google Manor Education Foundation, and I believe that Janie Cerna Guerrero is on Manor Education Foundation as well. So if you go back and you look at the history of that foundation, Samsung gave that foundation, the school district, and that foundation $1 million endowment. $1 million endowment. And that $1 million endowment, was to be able to give scholarships to the kids, but you would do that through the interest. And this $1 million was given like years and years ago. So think about $1 million years ago, and so to live off the interest. What I'm going to challenge you viewers to do is to do a PIR request or have an audit on the books to find out how much money is left on that $1 million. What I will tell you is it is not $1 million.
Oh my God.
Once again, go look who's on the board.
Oh my God, guys.
I ain't saying nobody guilty or anything like that or nothing is wrong.
Shit, I am.
I'm just saying, when you hear,
Follow the money.
when you hear Sam Samaripa talk about balance the budget, that's what he just said at the actual forum that I was at, that he was interested in balancing the budget. So let me help everybody out tonight.
God damn.
The budget cannot be balanced with the current state algorithm.
Yeah.
For the simple fact that the only way to balance the budget is to cut people.
Yeah.
So Sam says he has to balance the budget. Now either he has some funny math, or he gotta come in here and he gotta persuade other people on this board to cut people.
Because last time I heard, and you correct me, I know you know more about this than I do, but last time I heard that the deficit was around $20-something million.
So yeah, I think they've got it down to 15 million.
Okay.
I think they've got it down to 15 million.
Okay.
But literally right now the district is bleeding out. The district is bleeding out. So they're taking funds wherever they can. They're reducing budgets. So that's why when you hear, your kids talk about, the band doesn't have the band budget that they used to have. Athletics don't have the budget that they used to have.
Have you seen that band? That a Titans band has been pretty solid for a while. I haven't had a chance to see them this year.
I haven't seen
The
this.
Manor Red Band, me and Candace got to go see the Manor Red Band perform last year at a game. And I want to say no more than 25 kids out there. No more than 25 kids. They played Vandergrift.
Yeah.
Vandergrift Band. This is an honest to God truth, guys.
2,500 kids.
Vandergrift Band alone. It looked like when their band and their parents came out. We was at Manor Red Stadium, by the way, and their band alone had more kids in it than I want to say, this is no joke, that were on the entire side of the Manor Red side of the field. I'm talking about spectators included. It was that big. And when you add up the band, the dancers, the flag girls, cheerleaders, they had more alone. You talking about a program, guys? That's a system. That is a system.
But cool. When we talk about systems that are thriving, guess what they have? They have youth organizations that literally help them grow. So we got people now that are sitting on the dais and literally writing into policy that our youth organizations can't use the facilities. Now, one thing that they're doing, because one, I'm going to call Dr. Somali out, is you pass the puck onto your booster club for them to make the decision if they were going to endorse youth organizations to be able to give them access to the facilities. That is not a booster club's responsibility.
It's not.
It is a Manor ISD responsibility to provide facilities for youth. See, the bottom line, what everybody forgets, is those very kids that are playing ball, those are the parents that you're asking to vote for Prop A.
Yeah.
So let's, or asking to vote for a bond.
Yeah.
Those are my tax dollars that you getting every year.
Yeah.
So what I'm going to tell you is, if you're going to ask me to vote for something that you need, make sure that you're taking care of my children.
Yeah.
See, that's my hardest thing with it. I know that Prop A, the Vader, gives teachers raises. It helps with additional security and a few other things. Here's my thing, is Prop A needs to pass because the district doesn't have money. The other thing is that we as a community need to make sure that they're going to do what they said they're going to do with the money.
Right. Here we go. Here we go.
Because that's the important piece, that if they don't do what they need to do with the money, then guess what?
We right back in the same place we started.
Prop A gives them $4.5 million a year. Ooh. They're in a $15 million deficit. That leaves us with $11 million that we still got to figure out. So I'm going to come down executive cabinets street, since we're coming down the street.
Executive Cabinet Street, here we go.
Y'all all do hard work. Everybody makes pretty good money, probably six figures. How many of you all have stepped to the plate and said that you would give 5% of your paycheck back?
Ooh, hold on.
Dr. Samadi, I know that you've asked people to take pay cuts. I know that people that you spoke with.
He asked my wife to take a major pay cut. Uh-oh, here we go. Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh. We're going to get on that one tonight.
I know that you all have asked people to take pay cuts. I was going down this street.
Yeah, go ahead.
So
handle your business.
Furthermore, my question is, and then I know that there were board members that told you about this person. My question to you as a great leader, you know the finances of the district. You got a new CFO. I want to know, have you offered to take a pay cut? See, guys, I'm in leadership, and I'm in senior leadership. Now, I have been in senior leadership, and I run businesses. Great leaders understand that it starts with them. So, if I'm going to ask somebody to take a pay cut, I'm going to take one first.
Oh, shit. Oh.
Make third down more manageable.
Hold on. Here we go.
Here we go.
I'm a cheerleader over here tonight. I just want to be a cheerleader. I ain't saying nothing.
So I'm gonna go to the fact of we going down this money street,
Ooh, you preaching
and
tonight.
we talking about missing payroll. They come out and they talk about we miss payroll. We're sorry, it's due to human error. So this is what I'm gonna tell you. There's a level of accountability. When you make $200,000 a year, you make $150,000 a year, because you don't get paid on time, probably really doesn't affect you. But let me tell you something, to that custodian, to that teacher, to that paraprofessional, what you did last night meant something. You affected some people's lives last night when you missed payroll. So let me tell you something, from an accountability standpoint, somebody's job needs to be taken. Now, I understand that finance has moved back under HR now. It used to be under finance. Payroll used to be under finance. From my understanding, it's moved back to HR. You need to get your house in order. There's a whole bunch of other stuff. I'm going to come back and we're going to talk about some of the actual policies that you guys have that you're not adhering to. But you want to put policies in place to stop these youth. You got people that are running for the board that want to stop these youth. You got people that want to, every single time there's a meeting, bring up things that hurt youth. So I'm just simply telling y'all out there, if you don't get it, you need to get it. Your vote counts. It is very important, because guess what? I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about the 10,000 babies that go to the MISD. You can cheat yourself. You can cheat adults. Don't cheat the babies.
Oh, come on. Hold on.
So when I come in here and I'm telling you all to get out there and vote, know who you voting for, know why we're standing behind what we're standing, guess what? Once again, I don't have a dog in the hunt, but I got kids that I've taught. I got nieces and nephews that are coming through. I got kids that I want to see do great things.
Yeah.
Guess what? It's not a value add when it's about me.
Yeah.
Sure ain't campaigning because she know y'all gonna go out there. Guerrero. Let me make sure I tell you the real name, because I don't know if it's gonna be saying Sherna Guerrero. Don't vote for Guerrero. Don't vote for Samaripa. Don't vote for Matthias.
Yes. Yes.
Get out there and early vote. Win the thing, put the people into place. And Coop said it a couple of weeks ago. These three people that we're putting in place, we feel that they're going to be a great ad. But in the same token, if they get in there and they're not doing what they're supposed to do,
We on their ass too.
we gonna come and we gonna challenge them.
We on their ass too.
But what we feel is that they will be knowledgeable enough to be able to bring value to the board to hold the superintendent accountable.
Yes.
Now, we gonna show y'all who Matthias is. Matthias, like I said, he runs around here. He pretends to know everybody. He puts Miss Cortez on everything like they're best friends, and they are far from that. He moved to Manor to get on this board to literally make her life a living hell. And that's bullcorn. Because it ain't about a personal vendetta that you have against somebody. It's about our babies. You just moved here. We've been here. And our babies are important to us.
Ain't this man supposed to be a preacher?
Well, man, we're going to do a segment on that.
Ain't he supposed to be? I mean, but I'm just saying, you said he moved here to make somebody's life hell. Ain't he supposed to be a preacher?
Well, on his little flyers, he says ethical.
What?
Ethical.
Golly, man.
Ethical.
Golly, man.
He's written 10 books.
Oh, man.
Get ready to publish another one.
Oh, man.
He says ethical.
Oh, man.
I'm going to challenge you all to do your research. See what happened at AISD. Do your research. Ask what happened at Masville.
Woo! Masville.
Do your research.
Yeah.
Now, guess what? I'm smart enough to know, Mr. Matthias, I ain't gonna give you enough to let you try to sue me.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I will tell the people how to look you up and come down your street.
Yeah.
So, with that, the guy made a phone call. That's what he does. He does scare tactics. We gonna reveal some information that a phone call that he made to a person prior to the turning in your information to run for board. And just to let you know what type of person that this is. Because you all need to understand the type of people that you vote for. See, you got this little green thing that shows all these check marks, of everything that he's done. And then he's got Patrick over there looking like a criminal that's far from that is educated with less check marks.
Like the Oklahoma Obama?
Yeah.
Yeah, you got Patrick looking all good. A black cap all the way down over his eyes. You can't see his face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But can we play a little something for the people to hear?
Okay. Absolutely.
Well, let's play it. Let's listen to the honorable.
Yeah, the honorable.
Courtesy to let you know, and hope Matthias, and hope all is well. Dr. Matthias, just calling a courtesy to let you know that I just filed for place 5 on the Manor ISD board. I know you had said don't run against you, so I hope that you're not running against me. I'm hoping that you are looking to take the president's spot. I would love to cheer you on and to be able to share our gratitude for your service in the community. Also, if you are running against others, happy to provide the opposition research that we've gathered. I know that Anna's friend jumped in the race or announced on Thursday. We do have a copy of his criminal record, mugshot, and other compromising photos. Certainly happy. He would be an easy person to run against. If you are running against him, you let us know. We're happy to share our opposition research files with you. And looking forward to serving on the board with you. I am getting ready to go off to Paris for the Olympics, so I'm available today.
Let me start. Please, let me say it first. You came out. That's Jamie, just in case y'all wondering who that is. That's Jamie Matthias.
Oh, no, sir. The honorable.
The honorable. Sorry, you're right. The honorable Dr. Reverend Jamie Matthias. Okay? And you started out this whole conversation with people from the so-called machine, the pack. I sit here and listen to y'all at night. And I listen to those women sit there and talk to you and explain who they were and explain what their mission was. And I mean, they talked to you for 45 minutes to an hour that night, at least. And the whole time I was shaking my head. Because I know a snake when I see one. And you sit there and told them people, you're not dirty, you don't do negative stuff, you don't come out with this negative campaigning, you don't do none of that kind of stuff. And right there on that message, see, we got receipts. Everybody knew who he was. Everybody knew who he was. On that message you say to that, because that's about Durden. That's Miss Durden, who is also currently on the board. And you basically threatened that woman, telling her, I hope you're not going to run, Durden, because I don't want to have to run against you. But if you will move over here and run in this seat, you're going to tell a person that's already been on the board, okay, what she needs to do. This black woman that's been on the board, you're going to tell her, you're going to bring your butt with all your alleged work that you done from AISD and Milesboro with all that alleged this stuff you done. I'm gonna be quiet on that, like Mr. Fisher say before, and get myself in a better spot. You know, y'all can look that up. As Mr. Fisher say, what he done. But you're gonna bring yourself from over there with all the stuff you done, and you gonna tell this woman that's been on the board here, I hope you ain't planning to run in this seat right here, because this is the seat that I want. So you need to move on over here to this seat over here. And if you move on over to this seat over here, we got records. We got all this stuff that we know about this person. We done looked up that we can utilize against the person that you'll be running against over here. That's what you did. That is, but you the same person that we sit here and listen to for 45 minutes. Say that you don't run negative campaigns. See, one thing about over here, I'ma have me a sip of whiskey. I'm gonna hit my vape since my wife won't let me smoke my cigar here. But one thing about me, I'm gonna tell facts. I'm gonna tell the truth. You's a big liar. You done sit there and lied to these women. And all they trying to do is get positive people in here. You go ahead, Mr. Fisher. Go ahead. Go ahead. I just had to say that. And that's why I'm coming for that ass. I'm coming for that ass. I'm letting you know it. I'm coming to get you. I'm coming for you. I got a show just for you. Don't fret. Go ahead, Mr. Fisher.
So I go back to the fact around him saying that he didn't know Sam and he didn't know Jane and man, BS, sir.
Yeah, here you go.
BS.
Hold on.
A bullshit.
Yeah, I got to go ahead.
Y'all are all tied together. All tied together.
Been tied together.
You got a plan. Voters, I'm telling you to get out and make sure that we do not allow these people to hurt our babies anymore. Don't allow them in here to put this school district in a bad situation. Get people in here that will help build policy, that will allow our kids to prosper. They deserve that. You have, like I said, you look at this district, and this district has a high concentration of socially, economically challenged children.
Yes.
I can't say that enough. Yeah. So what I'm telling you is there are babies that are going home with probably not a place to sleep comfortable, that don't eat, and if you don't get people in there that care, then guess what? They fall behind. They fail. So get out. We need your help. We need your help of telling people who to vote for, why it's important.
This lady right here says Ephraim, it's very difficult to know who to vote for
because we don't know much about the people running. Hey, that's why we're here. Get in touch with the PAC. For y'all that don't feel like y'all know much about the ones that are running for the board, get in touch with the PAC, guys. We're gonna put a link in the under the live with the Coopers tonight, guys, that you can contact the PAC at any time and get the information that you need about these people that are running.
So Ephraim, as well, you can go to if you have access to YouTube. You can go to YouTube and you can look up Manor ISD 2024 forum. All individuals were there, with the exception of Miss Cerner. Normally what you find out, if you go back and look in prior, she doesn't show up to any of those things because she'll be exposed. So with that, we are going to push. If you want to get out and if you all want to know the candidates, Patrick Patterson, Stacey Howard, and Dr. Kaylin Lowry. You can get out Sunday from 1 to 4 at Sunday Fun Day at Timmerman Park. They will be there for you to talk to. Yeah. They're going to be blow-ups. They're going to be snow cones. There's going to be DJs. Get out there and meet them. When I ran for board, I went to Timmerman Park, and that's Sunday, correct? That's this coming Sunday.
This Sunday. Yeah.
Get out and meet them. Ask them questions. Ask them, what they bring to the table. How do they help the district? Like I said, Sam Summerreaper said he's going to balance the budget. How are you going to balance the budget? How? Balance the budget is not grievance after grievance after grievance to not allow us to do business.
Yeah.
He's so cool with your superintendent to where there was a ribbon cutting of the new transportation facilities last Friday. And normally the people that are holding the scissors to cut are the board members and cabinet members. Why? I wish I had that picture. Why is Sam holding the scissors?
A bullshit? A bullshit? A bullshit.
Old Sam made his way up there. Old Sam had some scissors in his hands cutting. What was you doing there, Sam?
But
You weren't supposed to be there.
But I'm gonna go a step further.
What was you doing there?
Can I hit you with a step further?
Please, go ahead.
So the step further I'm gonna hit you was, I'm a past board member too, but I never got a notice.
Ooh. Oh, Lord, hold on.
A bullshit? A bullshit? A bullshit.
Yeah, I never got a notice.
Why do you think that is?
Interesting. I'm. I guess I'm not good friends with the board president. I guess I'm not good friends with the vice president.
Hey man, it's too much, man. It's too much. That is too. When y'all saying there ain't no information, guys, that is too much information there. I know some of y'all are saying, well, y'all don't know about these people. Listen to what you do know now based on this show tonight, and you'll be able to go back if you got in late and see some of the information that it's receipts, guys. He brought receipts. Listen to what you do know about the people that they are running against. And that's what we just try to tell y'all. Like, some of these people have been there forever, and they were here to put the school in the situation that it is in now. They were part of that entire process.
And a lot of people will say, you know what, Mr. Fisher, why now? So what you have to understand is that once you are a board member, you are held things that are in executive session cannot be spoken upon. So there's a lot of things that board members are not supposed to be speaking on that are held in executive session. Now we know that there's some board members that are violating that rule, that law right now, and things are getting leaked out that shouldn't get leaked out. So I am not bound by those rules any longer, so I'm able to come speak.
Hey, and I see Jorge came over here. What he just said
Is the very reason that I would never run for the board. Ain't nobody gonna hold me down, no rules. They'll kick me off that board next week. Because I'm not gonna sit there and deal with that stuff. If I know stuff is going wrong, Mr. Fisher had to do some things that I know he didn't want to do. He had to stay quiet during that time because, he's bound to some rules of that board. I will never do that. I am more powerful being the person that I am right here.
So I made a comment, and the comment that I made because I was asked to run again, and Sam is so enamored by me to where he asked, he wanted to know. We put it out there that I was running again, so he wanted to know what place I was running in, so he could run against me, right? And then the things that he wanted to get out regarding TA, guess what? We busted your bubble, Sam. So guess what? Y'all can't say anything else about yikes, TEA. This is why TEA is here. Guess what? We let you know why they're here. And guess what? If I was on the board, I would do it again to ensure that our babies got their just due. Now my question is Sam, would you do it? Janie, would you do it? Matthias, would you do it? Well, what we do know is we just got 3 no's. Because Matthias, we know what happened at ISD. They tried to censor you.
Oh, man.
Sam, you wouldn't do it because you tried to keep somebody in place that gave you misinformation. And Cerna, you just going to follow suit with whatever Sam tells you to do. So, no, no, and no. Put people in place that are going to work for your babies. That it's not about them. It is about your children. See, when you got somebody that wants to see your kids succeed, then big things happen. When I was on the board, let's go ahead and go down this street as well. When I was on the board, you all posted something about Jamie's travel and the travel expense.
Still posting it.
Still
posting it.
Guess what? There were, when I was on the board, I think our travel budget was like $3,500. Why is it over $10,000 now?
Oh, Lord.
No. You can't make this crap up, man. You can't make this up, man. Go ahead.
Now, and I think it's more than that. I think it's closer to 12 grand or something like that.
Oh, my God.
So, once again,
When we broke.
who raised that over the last few years? And I do know this, is that a sitting board member, I think per TA guidelines or rules, you need like 12 to 15 hours. To be honest with you, that is a trip to San Antonio SLI that they have for you to go to class and get those 12 hours, and you could actually stay here, Region 13, get some classes, and then fulfill your need. For a district that literally is operating in a deficit, how is it that your trustees are flying everywhere and you are asking once again $3 for your
That's the stuff that I talk about, guys.
You ain't got to be the most smartest person in the world to understand this right here. That don't make sense. I've been saying that. I've been saying it. It don't make sense.
So, what I do know, yes. So, yes, that money could go toward teacher raises.
Absolutely.
That money could go toward the funding for those kids that need to pass those tests to graduate.
Yes, it could.
Yes, it could. But my question is your leadership, who's fighting that and saying no? Who's fighting that and saying, okay, let's figure out a way to put it back that it will help our teachers and our babies?
How'd you say it about self over? How'd you say it a while ago?
So
Everybody's in that.
It's a self.
You can't be about yourself.
Yeah.
You gotta be a value add.
The value add. That's what you said.
For the kids.
Yeah. Value add for the kids.
I don't want.
If you get nothing out of this tonight, that is what I've got. Value add for the kids. That's what I got.
I can tell you this. I don't want anything from MISD. Never wanted anything from MISD. Never played the politic game well. That's why I cried in church and God gave me deliverance to run, because I wasn't going to run because I didn't do politics well. Right? So these people literally drug my name under the mud. My parents that worked hard to make sure that our name was great. Yeah. And I got to deal with people like this that want to suppress Manor. Yeah. That want to suppress the school district so they can have power. Yeah. But guess what? MISD did not make me, and MISD should not make them. What I can tell you is you will notice the people that have done well for themselves outside of sitting on that board. They don't need the board and a title for them to have power. Yeah. The people that are being disruptive, that are causing commotion, excuse my French, they ain't did shit. And that's why...
Make third down more manageable.
That's exactly why the maneuvers that they're using, the things that they're doing, affecting people's lives, is because they've never done anything in their lives worthy of anything. And that's why you get this mess. Be about your babies. Be about your babies.
Let's read some of this stuff real quick, guys, because Mr. Fisher, you had brought it. You had brought it. We're just gonna read some questions real quick. And first of all, man, I want to thank you. This has been amazing. I'm just shocked at all the stuff that I've heard, but I'm shocked, but I'm not. I'm not surprised, honestly, because I knew that it was bad. But some of the messages, let's see, some of the messages that we can read. It's so many. First of all, thank y'all. While y'all here, please subscribe, because we got more coming, guys. We're gonna load this thing up, leading into early registration. Early voting is this week. It's Monday. Yeah, next Monday. Yeah, October 21st. Yeah, early voting starts October 21st, guys. And we're gonna go hard, going all the way into this thing. Election night. Last night is November 5th, I believe. So we're gonna go hard, going all the way into this thing. I might end up coming on more than one day a week. Whatever it takes. I saw some messages come up about people that can't make it to Timmerman Park. If they can't make it to Timmerman Park, I did see a message about that. Okay, that's from Jorge. Okay, Jorge. Okay, you can't make it to Timmerman Park, Jorge. Boy, you make it hard for me. Okay, Brandon Cooper, for those ones that can't make it to Timmerman Park this weekend, can we get a show with the individuals y'all are endorsing? Actually, they just did a show with Kevin Stewart, Mr. Do Right, the Do Right Network. We can put that on. I think that's on. If you'll go to the Coalition for Change page, the Do Right Network show should be on there. But hey, I don't mind doing a show with them either. So if they're interested in coming on here, I'll be glad to talk to him, and definitely I let Mr. Fisher do his thing tonight. He did his thing. Elmer did his thing tonight. But we will definitely ask him some questions and listen to you guys and hear some of the questions that y'all want to ask him as well. Go ahead.
George, stop being difficult. I know George very well.
Oh, you know it
very well.
Oh, okay. The goalposts always move. It's like, can we talk to him? And there's nothing against you, bro. It's all good. But can we talk to him? And then we give him a spot to talk to. Oh, we ain't gonna be able to be there that week. So can we do this? It's always the next thing. And that part right there, it's like you try. It feels like, I'm not saying that's what you're doing. God bless you. It's all good. But it feels like you try to make it hard to hear the information that you say you need to hear to bring you around. So
George, I'm gonna come pick you up and I'm gonna bring you to
I'm sure he could get there, but maybe he's gonna be out of town.
No, he knows how he fish well.
Yeah, that's all good. Okay, so guys, real quick, first of all, thank you, Mr. Fisher. Anything that we can, what do you want to leave with tonight? What do you want to leave with? Closing remarks from you, sir.
It's simple. Choose people that choose your children. Oh, I got to give a shout out to my big dude, my partner in crime, Johnny Velasco, and he can validate everything that I just gave you, because he sat in the room with me. He's no longer on the board, but he can validate. Johnny, just give us that what I brung is validated. Can you tap that in there for the folks? He sat with me for 9 years.
Okay, my bad, Dakota. I'm pushing it back a little bit. Yeah, I do. I am getting a little bit excited. I get it. My bad. All right, but guys, choose people that choose your kids.
Choose your children.
Choose your children. That's what he's leaving with tonight. Brother, you got a little bit left in there. I got a lot. I appreciate you.
Man, I tell you what, that's a good smooth.
Boy, this right here. Hey guys, this is what we were drinking again tonight. Mr. Fisher, hey, he's not only a smooth talking man, a smooth dressing man, but he's also a smooth drinking man. So, you know, he brought that to me, so I appreciate him for that. Guys, we want to thank y'all. Please subscribe because we are going to continue to bring it throughout this voting process. We're going to continue to bring the information. And go ahead.
Just go back, just one last thing. Timmerman Park, Sunday, 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. this Sunday. I think the first 50 plus people, snow cones free. There's going to be food that's out there. DJs, moonwalks. Come out, let your kids play. Get to know the people. I understand that your favorite team may be playing, but for you to come to Timmerman Park and to at least spend 25 minutes, the biggest value that you can bring is to meet all three of those candidates and understand what their vision is and what value they bring to the school board. That's my only ask for you.
Yeah. Gary, Black Diamond Limousine said, "Are criminal charges coming?"
So Gary, no criminal charges are coming. These are things that have happened some years ago. But what we wanted to do, because these people consistently, one sitting, one that has been on Manor, had been on the board for 14 years, and my thing is that if you've been on the board 14 years and it hadn't got better, why do you want to come back?
Ooh, here we go.
So I'm trying to end this and get y'all home. Trying to end it and get you home, but why do you go back if you haven't been able to fix it?
Ooh. Hey, I've been saying it forever.
Big question mark. When you see San Reaper, you should see a question mark. Why do you want to get back? Why do you want to get back so bad?
Yeah, there you go. All right, guys, over here we salute the real, and tonight you have heard the real. Continue to check in with us, guys. We'll be back next week, and I can't even speak. I'm so shocked. I can't even speak. Hey, guys, we salute y'all. Thank y'all for participating with us tonight. We out.